going to be in the exam. And you have this text in the chat in case you missed the class, okay? And this is, guys, you've got paragraphs, okay? And then you've got more paragraphs in here. In the exam is going to be less, okay? But remember, your exam is C1, C2, okay? So the first exercises are going to be easier. And as you progress in doing the exam, it is going to be more challenging. Okay, so you've got paragraphs and you have to include these paragraphs into these gaps. Okay, so this is not difficult. We may find some difficult vocabulary. This is it, but we're going to try to just focus on the context. Okay, to see what this is telling. Maybe this is telling like the characteristics of the butterfly, so this is going to be here. I don't know, guys. Okay, we're going to I gave you time to read it in class. We are going to I want to see some vocabulary in the text. Okay, so this is what we are going to do firstly. Okay, so just write the vocabulary you don't know, or the vocabulary you want to learn. Okay, so I hope you see it more or less well. So it is about butterflies, okay, fluttering down to Mexico, flutter. I'm gonna be highlighting some words. Flutter, guys, is, I'm going to tell in Spanish when I need to tell you the translation of a word, I'm going to tell you in Spanish because I'm not a biologist, okay? I cannot distinguish between batir las alas or aletear, okay? So I'm going to tell you in Spanish. To flutter the wings, okay, is aletear, okay? So down to Mexico is like they are going down to Mexico from the United States. Okay, so Sarah Evans is enchanted by the millions of butterflies that migrate to this Sierra Madre mountains for the winter. This is a place in Mexico, so we read it in Spanish. And okay, guys, I'm going to be reading a little bit. As golden light filters through the trees, slumbering butterflies begin to wake. Amber wings unfold and lift delicate bodies into the warm Mexican air. Gentle as wood smoke rising, butterfly after butterfly leaves the safety of the oaks and fir trees until the air fills with millions of them. So slumber means dormir. Okay, for example, in English, we say slumber party. Una fiesta del pijama is slumber party. Okay, so that you remember. And slumber is when butterflies or birds slumber, okay, they sleep. We call this in Spanish hibernar, okay? So this is to slumber, okay? Yo os voy a dar vocabulario ahora, no es necesario que sepáis este vocabulario ni para hacer este texto ni para el examen, es simplemente os doy vocabulario, ¿ok? Ya sabéis, extraemos vocabulario de los textos, ¿ok? So that you begin to improve your vocabulary. Amber. Amber is a color which is like this one, similar to orange, ¿ok? Am I recording? Yes. Then we've got oak and fir trees. Those are two different types of trees. We've got oaks, roble, okay, and fir is abeto. Okay, so different types of trees. So this is telling like what they're describing the butterflies, right? So when later when you have to put these paragraphs into these gaps, you need to know that this is the introduction in which they are describing the butterflies. This is the important thing, okay? Nothing about the content, but the context. Okay, let's go to read a little bit more. I'm gonna put it like that. They're just some of the nearly 250 million or so monarch butterflies that overwinter here in the Sierra Madre Mountains in the highlands of central Mexico. Early November, this particular patch of mountainside forest in Mexico State, 130 miles north of Mexico City, becomes a temporary retreat for monarchs escaping the colder faraway climes of eastern Canada and the US. Their journey here is nothing short of fabulous. Okay, so this is describing what, again, what the butterflies are doing. So they are telling that they overwinter, so they spend the winter in this place in Mexico. Okay, highlands. Highlands is an area with mountains. Zona montañosa, that's highlands. And overwinter, guys, is to spend the winter somewhere, okay? What else? More vocabulary. Mountainside is like, how can I explain that? Es una ladera, okay? A mountainside forest. Okay, so this is how they spend their moment of slumbering. Okay, we've got retreat, retiro. Okay, and the monarchs. Monarchs is the name of this type of this breed of butterflies. Okay, so well, I suppose the rest of vocabulary should be okay. I'm going to repeat. To overwinter is to spend the winter somewhere. Highlands is a place with mountains. Mountainside is one side of the mountain, ladera. One side of the mountain is ladera. Retreat is like a relaxed moment, okay? And monarchs is just the name, okay? So again, this description. Okay, I'm gonna read the following. Our journey here has been less epic. On horseback, it has been half an hour or so to reach the butterflies at 12,000 feet. The roosting site lines a steep three-filed gully. We pause by the side of it to get a closer view. There are butterflies everywhere, from trunk bottom to the highest branch. The trees are coated in them. Boughs bend under the weight and sway softly in the breeze. The purple petals of wild lupins turn orange as butterflies smother them in search of nectar. Around pools on the ground, huge clusters of thirsty monarchs make a fluttering carpet of wings as they drink. It seems difficult, guys, because this sounds literary. So that's why we may have, when we have a literary text, this is the most difficult type of text. When we have a description or a narrative or something like that. On horseback, okay, as we say, on foot, by car, okay. This is feet, the abbreviation for feet, which is the measurement, the use. Roosting site. Site is a place, and roost is like a nest, N-E-S-T, nido. Okay, the roosting site, su lugar de anidación, I don't know, something like that, okay? So I want to tell you guys that you don't need to know all of this vocabulary. You don't need to know technical things, okay? We are just extracting words so that you can have more vocabulary to study and so on. Just that. And for you to see the level is going to be this. Why? Because it's not only C1, it's APTIS, advanced, C1, C2. So this has to be more difficult, okay? Well, steep is empinado, okay? It is an adjective, empinado. Tree-filled gully. Gully es una zanja, okay? I have to give you the translation because I don't know how to explain this in English or in Spanish. I don't know how to explain you what a zanja is in English or in Spanish. So steep, empinado, okay. Gully, zanja, barranco, even, okay. So they are making like a trip, okay, from trunk bottom to the coat, arropado. Coat es abrigo, but if I use this as a verb, coated, it means arropado, okay? So you know that from nouns we create verbs, okay? Buffs, it's another way of saying branch, okay? Branch and bough is the same, okay? So branch, rama, bough, rama, okay? Bend is a verb, okay? You should know this. I mean, bend. Bend means doblar. Okay, and the other way. And sway softly in the breeze. Sway, oscilar. En el sentido de mecerse. Okay, I'm not going to ask you for doing a translation on this text, but you should know this type of vocabulary, but because this is going to appear, okay, in the classes. The purple petals of wine. Lupin is a type of flower, which in Spanish is lupino. So you see that you don't need to know this. What else? Cluster is a group, okay? A huge cluster of thirsty monarchs is a huge group of thirsty monarchs. So when you get more and more vocabulary, guys, what you're learning is more synonyms of the words you already know. You know the word group, so you have to know. Let me show you something. So so guys, for example, you know the word group in English, okay? So when you start learning C1 and C2 vocabulary, you have to know synonyms from the words you already know. For example, group is cluster, okay? Horde, mob. You see, so improving your vocabulary means knowing more words, more synonyms to the words you already know, okay? And that's it. So those are different words to refer to group. Okay, we are going to see vocabulary in these classes, so don't worry. Flatter, we've said what flattering is. So flattering, this is an adjective in this case, so ondeante, okay? So this is very literally around pools on the ground. Pool es charco, okay? Swimming pool, piscina, but pool originally is charco, okay? On the ground, which is on the floor. Huge clusters, so groups of thirsty monarchs make a flattering carpet of wings as they drink. Okay, I think this is the most difficult, like, paragraph. Okay. If you have doubts, just let me know. Let me see if everything is correct, okay? Okay, next. Well, the Aztecs once believed that monarchs were the souls of warrior ancestors migrating through the forest on their way to the land of the dead. For centuries, local people have welcomed the arrival of the butterflies in early winter, holding special celebrations in their honor. So I think you should know all the vocabulary from here. Have welcomed, dar la bienvenida. Okay, that's it. To welcome somebody. Okay, to welcome somebody, dar la bienvenida a alguien, okay, to welcome. Okay, so this was easy. Let's see the rest. En route, generations of monarchs mate, hatch, and die. The ones that reached the US and Canada are fourth generation, the great-grandchildren of those that left Mexico. These fourth generation monarchs then fly back to Mexico in one go, somehow finding their way here and tripling their lifespan as they do so. How and why this happens remains a mystery. What is known, though, is that this unique migration is not invincible. While the monarch butterfly itself is not endangered, populations thrive elsewhere around the world. This migration route is. Okay. En route. En route is how can I say? A French loan. Préstamo, okay, a French loan. So en route is in their way, okay, in their way in English. De camino, we say de camino in Spanish. So in their way. En route, okay. They mate, they reproduce, okay, hatch. Chickens hatch, for example, when they open the egg, so that's hatch, eclosionar. Salir del cascarón es hatch. And die. Mate, aparearse, decimos. Okay. The great-grandchildren, bisnieto, okay? I suppose that you know the family vocabulary, but I'm going to pass it. This is it, I think. So I suppose that you know how to say tío in English or tía, but maybe you don't know how to say nuero, yerno, okay? So guys, I'm going to pass you this just in case you have some doubts, okay? For example, hijastra or things like that, okay? You have easy vocabulary, but also difficult vocabulary. So I'm going to pass to you this document, and great-grandchildren es bisnieto, ¿ok? ¿Veis? Para esto no hace falta entender la palabra bisnieto para saber hacer el texto, pero simplemente pues estamos aprendiendo inglés. Me imagino que no solo para un examen, sino que ya vais a aprender inglés pues para viajar o por vuestra cuenta, por vosotros mismos, porque os gusta o por lo que sea, ¿ok? So, cuando veáis una serie puede aparecer esta palabra. María, tell me.
Sorry, it's only because I need to know how is the name of the family of my partner. Family-in-law?
Yeah, in-laws, yes. Your in-laws are parientes políticos.
Okay.
In-laws.
So I can say I'm going to be in holidays with my family-in-law, for example.
Yes, exactly. With my family-in-law, or simply with my in-laws, as I have.
Okay. Okay. In-laws. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, guys, so this text is not for the APTIS. This is for extracting vocabulary. ¿vale? No quiero que os asustéis y digáis, ay, madre mía, no sé cómo era aletear, no me voy a acordar de esa palabra. No pasa nada, estamos sacando solo vocabulario. No es necesario, ahora cuando hagáis el ejercicio vais a ver que no es necesario saber todas las palabras. De hecho, nunca vais a saber todas las palabras de un texto, pues de C2 o de C1. Es muy difícil, porque como sea algo científico y nos pongan una palabra que no hemos escuchado nunca, it's difficult. Okay, so let's going to see blah blah blah. In one go. In one go is in one trip. In one trip. In one trip. In one go. They fly back to Mexico in one go. So in just one trip. De una. We would say in Spanish de una. In one go. In one attempt. In one attempt. We would say. Tripling is to triple. To triple. Okay. To triple something, okay? So to triple. Their lifespan, esperanza de vida. Okay. So this is describing first, we've got the description. We've got, guys, the description of the butterflies. Then that they go to the mountainside of Mexico. What they do when they drink, their roosting sites, all of these. Their past, okay, the past that believed whatever. Then we've got that this remains to be a mystery, okay, and we are told about their lifespan, okay. Endangered. To be an endangered species is that you are going to disappear. En peligro de extinción. Okay, to be endangered means estar en peligro de extinción. And thrive is to make progress. Okay, this is prosperar, to make progress in life or in whatever thing. Okay, so let's see. This is why this pocket of forest was given UNESCO World Heritage Site status. Thrive is a synonym to improve. Improve. Yes, to improve meaning like in life. Improve in life is thriving. Or improve in your health. For example, many people after the tragedy of coronavirus have thrived, meaning they have survived, they have improved their health, they have been able to recover. Thrive, prosperar. Prosperar en la vida, mejorar en la vida, yes. Depending on the context, I always say so, but yes. This is why this pocket of forest was given UNESCO World Heritage Site status in 2008. Logging is banned here and the butterflies are officially protected, comprised of more than hectares. The reserve, known as the Monarch Butterfly Biosphere Reserve, is divided into five main areas, 4 of which are open to the public. Okay, you're welcome, Raquel. Let me see. Well, this is like the UNESCO status, whatever. Heritage means patrimonio, okay? This is not necessary because when you see the text, you need to know that the UNESCO is something like an organization, so you don't need to know the name or something like that. Heritage patrimonio. Logging. Logging is an activity that is when people exploit the natural resources in a forest, when they cut down on trees, Okay, so this is explotación forestal. This is logging. They are protected. Logging is banned. This is prohibited. To ban is to prohibit or to forbid. Okay. So cutting down trees is prohibited and the butterflies are protected in here. And well, they are telling to you about the forest and it is comprised. Comprised in this case means constituted. Constituted of blah blah. And well, you understand everything. I just want you to pay attention to this collocation. Collocation, guys, I repeat, is a fixed word that we need to learn by heart. This means that sometimes I have some adjectives and then I have to learn the preposition that goes with them. This is not a phrasal verb. This is a collocation. So divide it into depend on, worry about, interested in, focused on, concentrated on, evicted from, different from, similar to. Divided into a collocation. So if you have divided, guys, you're going to have into. Wait for, listen to. Okay, just a collocation. And now it is going to tell you about the trees. Okay, so stretching out, to stretch, well, I'm going to read it first. Stretching out their evergreen branches to the million of butterflies that flutter around them, these trees are butterfly guardians, keeping the monarchs warm and safe until they fly north on the start of one of the Earth's most complex and beautiful migrations, a journey that continues to mystify scientists and bewitch those of us fortunate enough to witness it. Very good. Stretch out, well, stretch is estirar, ¿ok? Estirar, entiendo, because of the context that this is extendiéndose, okay, in this context, okay? Evergreen means perenne, okay? Evergreen, this is an adjective and it means perenne. And we've said that branches is the same as boughs, so rama. So it is speaking about the trees. To mystify means that scientists are still confused of these migrations and all of this. So mystify, this is a mystery. So the word to mystify means desconcertar, to mystify. So a journey, this journey, guys, continues to mystify scientists because they don't know why they are doing this. And bewitch, bewitch is cautivar, hechizar. Okay, so you have the word witch in here. So bewitch is a verb. Okay, encandilar, hechizar, cautivar. Those of us fortunate enough to witness, witness is a verb also here, okay, which is ser testigo. Okay, so it is not So guys, you don't need to understand these words, but this is just for you to include these words when you speak, or so they were a lot of words, but maybe you knew most of them. I don't know. If you still have more problems with the words, just go to word reference at home if you want to know the meaning of something you don't know. Go to a dictionary, okay, word reference, and look up the meaning of these words. Okay, guys, let's go into okay, so what I'm going to do now is that I'm not going to be reading this, or yes. Do you want me to do it? Let me see. Well, I'm not going to read it, guys, because if not, I'm going to like tell you, I'm going to just tell you some words that you may not know, okay? Tumble, as trees tumble, is as trees fall, okay? They tumble, they fall. Ravage, deterioro. Well, icy es helado, de ice, helado, pero el adjetivo, no helado de calipo. Ok. Shroud es mortaja, the shroud of Christ. Estas palabras, shroud, por ejemplo, me las sé de la mortaja de Cristo, de textos que he traducido. O sea, no tenéis que saber esto. Shroud over the tiny bodies, they freeze to death overnight, de la noche a la mañana. Okay, tumble is to fall, ravage, deterioro, shroud, mortaja, overnight, de la noche a la mañana. Very quickly, suddenly, we would say suddenly in Spanish. Okay, let me see here. Well defined. Arduous, maybe. Arduous is difficult, but in Spanish this is the same. Costoso, okay? We have arduo, so fed and watered, they skydance, this is like a verb. Danzan en el cielo, they skydance. Tangerine bright, brillantes como mandarinas. Tangerine, they fly through the calibrate in the thermals. Sunbeam, guys, beam is rayo. Sunbeam, rayo de sol. Dappled, sunlight in their millions. Dappled es con lunares. The spell. And bedazzling, deslumbrante. Bedazzle. Tranquilos que... Ay, porque esto lo estoy diciendo en español. Bueno, os digo esto en español. Vamos a ver un montón de verbos. Veremos muchos verbos, por ejemplo, de mirar. I'm going to explain that in English. For example, we've got look, observe, watch, see, okay? But we're going to see more in English, okay? So we're going to also see more verbs related to the meaning of bright, okay? Deslumbrar, cegar, brillar, dorar. We're going to see all of these. So be prepared to study more verbs and so on. Okay, let me see. Well, filigree you don't need to know because it's a filigrana in Spanish. Stained glass is de vitral. So it is a type of glass. And to rumble, retumbar. Okay, rumble. Let me see. Fur, we've said that it was abeto, okay? So this has been already seen. Nothing here. Overwinter. Now you know overwinter, that is to spend the winter. Flutter, it is to move the wings. Dipping and soaring. For 7. Mountain ranges means cordilleras. And dazzling, guys, is the same as bedazzling. We've got bedazzling and here dazzling. This is the same, deslumbrante, ¿ok? Que encandila, en el sentido de que encandila. That's it. That's it, guys. So I think we have extracted enough vocabulary, okay, just to do this text, okay? So this is part 2 in the exam, guys. I'm going to give you like 15 minutes. This is more than enough, or maybe 10. Well, you tell me in the chat when you have finished. And simply write when you have finished, because for this exercise in the exam, you're going to have like 15 minutes. Okay, so I give you time. Just put these guys, these paragraphs, into the gaps that best fit. Okay, guys. Shall we correct? Yes or no? Maybe you haven't finished. I don't know. Maria, yes. Irene, yes. Okay, so let's correct. Let's correct. I'm gonna be giving you. Okay, guys. Done. Jose, okay. So I'm going to give you like the first, so 41 is letter D. I'm gonna try to write it here. This is letter D. I'm gonna put it like that. D. Okay, so why? Because, well, we've got a description of these creatures, okay, and like the sound rumbles like a distant waterfall, and then we have like more description of the Mexican area, okay. 42 is G, okay. We are also describing like the prairies. Here is the key: lakes, prairies, deserts, mountain ranges. So here is still describing about the mountainside and all of these. Okay, DG. 43 is C. Okay, C. Because you have here, guys, the key. Can I put this with another color? I don't know. You have here this: as they drink. This is again description. As they drink, mientras beben, okay, like the movement they are doing with their wings. And this is, guys, fed and watered. Fed and watered means habiendo comido y bebido, okay. They sky dance. So this connects, I mean, this line connects with the first line of this. Okay. Then we've got 44, which is F, okay. F. This is telling you about the 1970s, okay. So scientists discovered that this mountainside, so it is talking about the past, okay. So in the ancient times, it was the Aztecs, okay, and now in the 1970s, okay, more recently, we have more another theory, okay. 45 is A. This is A, okay. Okay, we have seen that they go down to Mexico, and this is down to debido a deforestation, okay. And then we are spoken about, we have deforestation, and then we have logging, and we have said that logging is explotación forestal, okay. So this is here, and the last one is E, okay. And E is about well, the illegal tree cutting. So it is continuing with this theory, with this hypothesis of the logging, okay. And then, well, this is a conclusion, and we have one left, which is B. So we don't use B, okay. In the exam is going to happen the same, okay. So in the exam, you are going to have one extra. So I repeat, guys, the first D, second G, third C, 4F, 5A, 40, well, sorry, 6E, okay? Okay, so we have already practiced, guys, one of the parts of the reading. For the exam, we're going to practice more parts, so don't worry. Okay, I have problems when connecting the pen drive. Guys, do you have doubts? Okay. So guys, we have taken 1 hour. This is a lot to do one thing that should be done in 15 minutes. But I have explained to you how to do it, okay? When we practice more readings and so on, I will give you less time, and I'm not going to go into such detail. Guys, we had to correct something about the idioms, right? Because we didn't finish, I think. I think we didn't finish. This is it. I'm gonna put it here. Idioms. So I'm in here. Guys, I think we, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we did the first 5 and we had to correct 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so is that right, guys? Maria, so we corrected all. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so guys, here we saw idioms. And we are going to see more idioms, not today, but other day. Okay. Now we're going to practice a little bit the ing, which we already practiced, but more. This is. So this is going to be easier. Okay, guys, I'm going to pass to you this document. And just this is to close the class with something easy. Okay, guys, so this is the moment in which you have to choose between the gerund and infinitive. So what you're going to do in this gap is to put the gerund. So the gerund is going, or the infinitive, to go. Okay, you have 20 sentences, but guys, you can do this very quickly. Okay, so I'm giving you some time, and we correct. Remember that this is what we saw the other day, that there were verbs being followed by an ing form. Okay, the common thing is that you put 2, but you have to learn some of them. Okay, those were some of them. I'm going to put this. Okay, guys, so I'm giving you time to complete this exercise. Just, there may be more, okay? There are more than those in here, okay? Just take it into account. Okay, guys, I'm sorry for not answering, but the messages were just entering now. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you for passing the document to Maria. Okay, I have put, guys, I have put this for you to know the different verbs that are followed by ing, but you should know them by heart, okay? So I'm going to show you something, how this is it there in the exam. This is, well, so, no? Okay, I'm going to pass it.
Sorry, Marta, I don't know why, but I only can see my messages.
Yes,
Look
yes,
at
yes.
my...
Now I'm seeing the messages.
But I only can see my messages, no the rest of the messages.
Okay.
I don't know why. I only have this document at the beginning of the class, but then I only have my messages here, not the rest. I don't
Okay,
know
okay.
why.
I'm going to pass it. Maria, don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. If not, I will pass it in the WhatsApp. So, let me see. This was idioms. No, not idioms. Gerunds. Here, this is it. Let me see. Let me see if this works now. Maria, confirm that you are receiving the document. Packet is writing. Don't worry, because if not, we are going to do it together. Okay, let's try. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to show you in the exam how easy the exam is if you know the things you need to know. So in this example, in the exam, we've got a multiple choice question and we have a gap and it says, would you mind me with the housework? So if we know that mind is a verb which is followed by an ing, our answer is going to be very quick. Okay, would you mind helping me with the housework? So guys, this is, Maria, just confirm. Now? Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. If you have problems, let me know. Okay, so guys, in here, I was showing you that this was one question in the exam. Okay, so if you know that mind is a verb, sorry, that is followed by an ing form, the answer is going to be very quick, guys. You have 30 seconds per answer in the exam, so you have to be quick. So you see in the exam, would you mind? Mind plus ing, ing. That's it. Okay. So this is in the exam. So I'm going to correct this. I don't fancy, I'm going to write it. I don't fancy going out tonight. She avoided telling him about her plans. I would like to come. Guys, in this, we've got an exception, okay? If you say, I like coming to parties, for example, this would be followed by a verb ending in ing, but if you have would before like, you are going to have to. Okay, so this is an exception, guys. Would like. When you have would like, you are going to put the infinitive. Remember that. He enjoys having a bath in the evening. She kept talking. Okay, keep is one of our verbs. I am learning to speak English. Do you mind giving me a hand? She helped me. We have two options, carry or to carry. Okay, in this case with help, we don't need the to, but you can put it, of course. I finished cooking. Okay. He decided to study biology. I dislike waiting. He asked to come with us. I promise to help you tomorrow. We discussed going. Okay, so add discuss to our list. We can add discuss. Discuss is to speak about something, giving arguments. No es discutir. That would be argue. Okay, so that you can see here all of these. Okay. She agreed to bring the padding. I don't recommend taking. Okay, recommend is one of the verbs that, depending on the context, can be with to or with ing. Okay, I think that this is in the document that I passed to you the other day. Okay, so in this case we put ing. In this case, I hope to visit. She suggested going. They plan to start college in the autumn. I don't want to leave yet. Okay, guys, so that was it. Okay, copy everything. More or less you see all like that. Okay. Okay, so please learn them by heart so that you will be very quick when you see these examples in the real exam. So it is going to be like, oh, I see learning to. That's it. Okay, guys, so we're going to finish here the class. I hope that you have copied everything. Well, I suppose that also that you don't have doubts, because this is pretty straightforward. This is like that. Okay, this is a rule, as in a maths problem. Okay, you have to know the rule, and the rule is that after these verbs you are going to put ing. That's it. So guys, what are we going to do today? This was a tough class for you, maybe because of the reading. I was giving you lots of vocabulary. And guys, what are we doing next day? On Thursday, we're going to see grammar and vocabulary. We're going to do one exam. of grammar and vocabulary, one part, okay? And then I will introduce you to the speaking part, okay? So the homework is that simply, guys, simply reviewing what we are seeing in class. That's it. No homework. Just reviewing the vocabulary, knowing these verbs, all of this, okay? Okay, guys, so see you on Thursday. Have fun. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Jose, Irene, Raquel, Lucía, Antonio, Maria. I'm saying all the names.
Thank you, Marta.
Lucía, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.